valve to push or pull motors. And at that time, we also collect some data about the field. And how we see it from the business perspective. The main task is perform weeding without a human. Here we think it's one-time purchase, so farmer can buy and use. But as we work a lot with the data, we can also offer like data analysis. And here we think that it's an opportunity for us to work with subscriptions to generate longer cash flow. As a distribution, the main distribution is use machine manufacturers who has their own distribution channels. Also, we can sell farmers direct and farmers community. Also, you can see in the pictures our meeting in September with Poland machine producer, Jagoda. And if you speak about market, it's Europe, North America, it's the first. Of course, we also see the opportunity to go in Asia and Australia. If you speak about the crops, it's a big list what's necessary to eat, so we can go in. Who we are? We are two people in the team. With me, you are familiar. I'm responsible for business part as well as programming, and my colleague, he is more responsible for technical part, and he's a person who put together our boards, camera, codes, and everything will work. So the main magic happened with him. What we are looking for? We are looking for 150 to 250,000 or recruit additional people to our team to find some place where we live for first time and for first production. Why invest in us? We almost 2 years work with cutting edge technology, so programming, robotic and so on, and agriculture. Yes, we are a small team, but we can handle both sides, so business and technical part. We have, I think, great financial literacy. We appreciate the value of resources, and we know and understand the market. We know agriculture, we know technology. Unfortunately, I have only 5 minutes, and if you have any question, I will be glad to answer.
My question is about patenting and some kind of protection of your source code or something, because like when you mentioned you want to go to China, I imagine they will buy one piece, they will copy, you do more than it.
Well, here is a question, what can we patent? Code? Unfortunately, no. Give a signal or a model? Unfortunately, no. So this patent is quite difficult to find what we can patent. It's why we will go in Asia only when we will be strong in Europe and North American market. Then we can go in of course, everyone can copy something, do a bit different way, and unfortunately we are not protected from that. If we will have patent, I think it will be the same.
We have a question from our online guest, Ulrich Sterps. Ulrich, can you please put your question on chat and I will announce to the audience?
Okay, sure.
Maybe if I can ask my question. So like how is the competitive landscape look like? Then my second question is like, so you have the hardware, and how do you like connect it with the machine? Is it like just like backend, or like how like your technology, like your hardware is like integrated to the machines?
Yes. Our camera and boards are like fully separate. with hydraulic valve and electric, where we take electricity. It's only where we connect with the tractor. And farmer, how he work? He work with a display from his cabin. So only put like a necessary model which he would like, for example, like current strawberries or something. A bit calibrate size of motors, so they can change, and put start. He in real time also can monitor how a machine works. So if something happens, he will see.
So then, you need to have someone to monitor the process.
The tractors who drive, yeah, he monitor, but it's only for him to be sure that everything is correct and everything works. The machine can work without this supervision.
A question from the online audience. Aldis is asking, how long will it take you to produce a minimum viable product, and will 200,000 be enough?
We start on this idea for this existing machine from April. So in July, we was on our first test on the field. Then we understood that our model was not good enough, and we got a lot of blackcurrants. So we collect more data, then we teach them, improve the model, and in September and August and September, we approved that everything worked. Farmers were quite happy, but we need to more work on some details currently. And the second question was?
Will 200,000 be enough for this goal?
But I guess you have a minimum viable.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Yes, we have a minimum viable product. I think about the money. Yes, it will be enough because we have currently like 5 pre-orders from customers. We have also worked with LatBAN to include our product in their catalog, so the farmers will have possibility to buy and get back money from LatBAN, from European money. So like free free machine for them will be, and we will work with pre-ordering.
One last question.
You spoke with Bill that are they willing to do as a first like lead investment?
Yes, they offer some investment, like 50,000, but unfortunately, I think it's too small to start for us because we can hire, for example, one person, work we do for this season, but we need money to live until the season. So our season is spring, so we will spend all money, all this 50K, and if something happens that we will not sell our product, for example, in May, it's a big probability of default. So we need some reserves money. It's why I do not accept their offer.
Okay. Thank you. We're out of time.
So the next founder is?
The next founder is Eriks, who is coming here with his company called Cube, which is a platform where you can design and buy sustainable housing. Yes, or yours.
Okay, hello, my name is Eriks. I'm the CEO and founder of Cube. And we're building a system for designing and ordering multi-story buildings.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Can you please stand here because the microphone is from this side? Okay. Great.
Sure. So, buildings from factories. And we're doing this to empower real estate developers to develop with confidence. Exactly the type of buildings that you see in the picture. They can range at the moment from 2 stories to 5 stories.
Try again, please.
Works. All right, now we're going. So the problem that we're solving, 50% of buyers have regrets about purchasing their properties. It's investors, or it's end consumers, or people just buy for renting out to somebody else. And 75% of small, medium real estate developers and their projects go over the budget. And that's the same for Europe and United States. Right now, in United States, there's 5.5 million houses short, and that's about the same number in Europe. For those reasons, we're creating a marketplace, a one ecosystem for connecting real estate developers with buyers and with a network of factories and suppliers. We're doing this by creating standardized buildings that can be configured in our software, and we can put those buildings immediately on the production in the factories. It is as easy to choose from a building model that you like, then choose the layout configurations that you want to have in those buildings, and then choose the components like facades and different elements for the building that you want to put on the building. And yeah. We have designed in a very long process how to basically work with developers. What is developers' responsibilities and what is our responsibilities? And right now we have our first client. The benefits for working with us is that it's 20% cheaper in the whole development process. It's 50% faster, and it causes 30% less waste, just by eliminating a lot of unneeded steps between the developer and consumer. This has to be done now because in Europe and in the United States, governments are pushing with grants and tax benefits for sustainability. Offsite construction is going up, and it's in the United States and in Europe. And our target market, Texas, in the next 3 to 5 years, there's 1.5 million people moving in there, and they will need a lot of housing. We have researched the competitors, and we haven't found anyone who is right now working on a platform for multi-story buildings, and in the same time connecting them with a network of factories. With our competitors, we're competing with providing very high level of customization, and in the same time having very high competence in construction processes and how you should deliver the buildings. To conquer the market, we are going to contract with contract manufacturers, developers, and also provide the buyers the experience to pre-buy the buildings themselves. Right now, we already have for the next 6 months planned $300,000 in profit from our first project. We have done 2 pilot projects beforehand, and we have talked with basically most of the factories here in Baltics. We are having from every deal around 10%. This is our team consisting of software, real estate, and also we have one of our biggest partners, which is CMB Group here in Latvia, that are helping and supporting us. We're raising $450,000 basically to launch the platform and start operations in Europe and prepare for entering in the United States. So thank you, and let's start building more affordable buildings that can be designed by anybody.
Texas? Your company is something?
Sorry? Texas? Yes. Yes. Well, in Texas, so we have I have been in research trips there. We have found our first partners that could help us to launch the whole platform and apply for all the regulations. And we also have found like the first potential factories that can deliver from there. And also we have worked on the idea how we could get actually buildings delivered from here to Texas.
This revenue you got?
Yeah, this is our first project that we're right now launching. We have launched the sales 2 weeks ago, and so yeah, and it's going well so far. Yeah, we have the first factory that we have partnered with is CMB, and we are helping them also to innovate their own factory. And when we're gonna fill 50% of that one factory, we're gonna go to the next one. But we have talked with like 8 factories here in the Baltics, and we have talked with factories in Texas, in Mexico, and Turkey, and different places to do the research on that it would be possible to work with them.
What are your clients? Are they those municipalities or some developers?
Well, it can be anybody who considers themselves a real estate developer, but our target customer is a small, medium real estate developer. And yeah, so it can be a typical persona would be an ex-lawyer or somebody who has worked in the financial industry or that has some free cash to become a real estate developer. At the beginning, we're not focusing on the very big, very established, let's say, real estate developers, but some more like investment firms that want to basically build buildings themselves. Yeah.
And medium real estate developer, still not sure what your product is, and so I'm your potential client.
Yep.
Can you explain me, like 1, 2, 3, what's your proposition?
Yeah, we provide you an easier way how to deliver the whole project and in much faster time.
Deliver where?
To your construction site, the whole building built.
Prefab houses,
yeah.
Because I know, I probably know the same factories that you're referring to, right?
Probably.
If I have a land plot, like if it's a greenfield, I
yeah.
come to a prefab factory, I order a house, and it's get built in a factory, and I ship it to my location, and it's built. Right? Yes. What's your stake here?
Well, you would still need an architect, engineer.
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is what you would not need because we already standardized project that we can configure. Also, it's optimized to efficiency where you would have to go through everything yourself through. You would need to negotiate with the factory. You would also need to go and attract financing, create cash flows. Not everything can be done by one factory. Usually there's 2 or 3 involved. Then there's also other contractors that are involved. If you want to do that, if you always have that chance, but it's going to be more expensive.
The legislation, even in Latvia, changes if I build in Riga and in Vilnius. One country, 2 different cities, different legislations, a little bit, not like different. If you want to scale in different countries, there'll be different legislations.
Yes, in different countries, in different states, there are going to be different legislations. Basically, we go to the, right now we're working on establishing ourselves in Germany. Basically, we have a local architect and engineer that they take our project, they go through it, they apply it to their local regulations. Right now, we're going to start with in Germany with buildings up to 3 stories, and then just basically give us create an audit of our existing project, and then they say, okay, this is what you can do in Germany. We apply that, and then we can go in Germany's market. So we have to do it only once.
Can I ask a follow-up question? I'm also have quite a big expertise in real estate development, and you mentioned in your presentation about BIM. B1M BIM modeling.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the most recent advancement of the BIM technology, it does everything that comes to planning, even cost calculations. So if I have a project, I still, for example, as colleague mentioned in LatBAN, you still have to go to an architect to verify your project and submit all the papers, and I use BIM. What's the added value that the platform brings if I can use architects who use BIM to do the same work?
Well, you can't use architect you can use architect to create an architectural model in the Revit or some other, but your architect will not be able to create your automatic budgets, planning, none of it. Also, not most companies right now that are in Latvia, the projects just cost too much to create them in a way, so you would get those budgets automatically out, especially if you take in consideration all the engineering parts that you would need. In our model, it's basically it's always evolving and always improving. Same model, and basically to get your hands on our project, it's just you would not be able to afford that type of quality project on yourself. So yeah, if you ask like the big developers like Bonobo or somebody, they still do all the calculations in each project, not in Revit. So yeah, they do them by the traditional way.
Thank you. We're out of time for the questions now. Yep.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Yes. Next up, we have Inders and Munters, who have okay, only Inders this time, who are developing a self-service, environmentally friendly laundry facilities.
Hello everyone, nice to see you, all of you. This is our very first pitch here, so please be gentle. Yeah, what we are doing, we are reforming how self-service laundries are managed, how they work. We are developing a cutting-edge self-service laundry network with a closed water circulation. So it means there is no need to be connected with the municipality water system. Everything is autonomous. We are seeking seed investment to revolutionize laundry and make sustainable across the globe. We start with Riga, Latvia, as we are here. What the problem is? The problem in whole world is, and the problem is growing bigger and bigger, is clean water, as you maybe know. And this clean water shortage are intensifying year to year. Yes, as I mentioned before, what we are doing, we are solving this problem with eco-friendly and also economically friendly self-service laundry. How it works? How it works? What is our know-how? This is this closed water circulation system. We have movable house, frame-time building, 60 square meters. Where is 3 different tanks inside. One of them is filled with 5,000 liters of water. Then the washing machine takes the water, washing the clothes. Then the dirty water goes to filtration system. The filtration system separates chemical and gives back absolutely clean water back in the water tank. And this circle repeats again and again and again and again. So what it means? It means you fulfill once water tank with water, and you can use this water not forever, but about 6 months, and then you have to add a little bit more. We are starting here in Latvia. So we have had very many questions about how we know that there is demand. We ordered by Social Research Center Kantar, and we got an answer that 12% Riga's residents do not have washing machines at all. It's about 80,000 people. They simply don't have washing machines at home. And this is actual picture. We take it ourselves. I think you are familiar with sites in the city like this. The laundry market worldwide, laundromats is a very common thing in whole world, but there are standard laundromats, not our vision, not our know-how. This industry is $6 billion per year, and is growing 6.5% every year. What is the target market and what is the competition? The competitors, as I said, is traditional laundromats, but they are with absolutely no know-how, with no new technologies, and they have zero eco-friendly technologies. Also now, year after year, the climate change problem is becoming bigger and bigger, and people are thinking more and more about environment, that every one of us want to live in a clean environment, and this is the second thing. And the target market. The target market is B2B and B2C. So the customers like people like we, and also the companies like small hotels, small restaurants, real estate management companies. We have already, it's in English, with one of biggest companies, Hagberg in Riga. We have agreement, not written agreement, but that they will be our first clients. Yeah. So they have 1,000 employees, and they will wash their clothes in our place. So competitors in Latvia, we have now 3 laundromats in Riga. They are located in shopping centers, in big shopping centers, and this is the biggest mistake possible, because the washing your personal clothes is a little bit intimate process. So no one wants to go with heavy bags to Spitze or Acropole and wash they are doing that, but this is as we think, it's a big mistake. And there is SpeedClean. SpeedClean is worldwide known network. They have 2 locations in Riga, but they are partly self-service, because there is a lady who takes your clothes, then the lady washes the drapes, and then 4 or 5 hours give you back. In our model, there is absolutely no employees, no salaries, no salary taxes, nothing. Just push the button and work. Competitors worldwide, those are the biggest players in the market. With this slide, we wanted to show you that this is big money business. It is really. Yeah, and this is a small comparing our technology with existing one. As you can see, water saving technology we have. Solar energy usage, yeah, I didn't tell that every building is equipped with solar panels. Positive impact to environment. Ozone generator, yeah, ozone generator is the ozone box that takes away smells, takes away all things, all bad bacteria for allergic people. So if you have some kind of allergic using our laundry, so you are yeah, and movable. So movable, it means that you can take this 60 square meters building and put it anywhere where you want. In Riga, this will be in the sleeping district, between 9-floor buildings where the main auditorium lives. So it means we can put our house whatever we want. So absolutely no shopping centers. Yeah, as I told, environmental responsibility, and we have first mover advantage, because we are first with this technology. And yeah, again, I want to tell that our main focus is to sell. Where are you? Okay, a little bit later. This is 5 years EBITDA working in Riga with 20 laundromats. We are planning to open in Riga 20 places. This is Roy, and total investment we need is 3 million, but we are rising in the first seed round 200K. For the first prototype in Latvia. This is how we will use the investment. So buy all the necessary equipment, the building, installation, this management panel, and all those things. Yes, this is. Yeah, and before this, what I didn't tell you is that our main focus is to sell franchising. To sell franchising to United Emirates, to Saudi Arabia, to Kenya, where the very big shortage of water is, and almost every day is sunny day. So that's why we have solar panels. So our clients are businessmen from those countries. We are not opening laundromats by ourselves. We sell franchising. It's hundreds and hundreds of franchisings, and that's our business model. So we open the first one. We open in Riga. We start with Latvia, with Riga. Then we have turnover. We can show numbers. We can show the revenue. We can show how this new model works, and sell outside Latvia. Both of us, we know each other for more than 20 years. We are keen to green energy to climate. Yeah, love it. I don't remember this word in English again. This is the picture of marathon. We are long distance runners. This is our third business together. So before we open retail stores in Riga, that's another story. Yeah, so we are keen to a clean environment, to business, and yeah, we are here.
Have you calculated the price of the first cost of machine first?
We have not only idea. We have suppliers. We have chemical suppliers. We have company who will build the house. We have.
Do you know the price of this house?
Everything. We know every single detail.
Can you say how much it's going to cost?
72,000 euros will cost house, absolutely equipped house with solar panels. Yep.
You keep mentioning technology, but what is your unique technology? I understand the concept. You have maybe a unique concept.
Yeah, the technology is exactly the thing that the water from dirty water from washing machines come to the filtration system, and this system how it separates chemicals and clean water. That's the new how.
So this technology couldn't be applied elsewhere. I mean, because if it's such a unique, wonderful technology, maybe that's the real product.
The chemicals for washing machines are very special with phosphorates. What else was the very big way of, and this is the know-how how all the water cannot be also. It's very difficult process. This filtration system is difficult, really difficult process. We met chemical suppliers yesterday, and we spent two and more hours about this process, how it's being done. It's really difficult process.
But is then that easy to scale? Because it seems that's difficult. It requires very complex maintenance and monitoring and.
What do you mean?
And adjustments, meaning build this house and ship it to Saudi Arabia and then ship it to other countries that have a lot of salinity and little water. How will they maintain it if it's so difficult? Will you fly there? Well, I mean, things break.
If it's necessary, we will, of course, because we will go there and we will build the house, and the monitoring we will.
It's not built modular. You should talk to food.
Yes, thank you.
It's a perfect modular product.
But we are developing vadības blocks. Yeah, and also app that we can see about every washing machine, how many liters the washing machine has been taken, how many chemicals, how many grams, how many cycles exactly this machine in that location has been done. We will have every single thing, and also about the clients. We will in application we will register every lady, gentleman. I don't know how much clothes he or she has washed, when, how much money they have spent, and etc. etc.
Is your technology patentable?
We are working on this because we are trying to understand what we can patent. We are working on this.
Can I ask? So you mentioned that there is about 6 months, and after 6 months you need to add water, and you obviously need to replace chemicals. So how much the average cycle of the laundry will cost
for us? Yes.
And how is this figure compared to the standard laundry?
The standard laundry, it's about more than 2 euros per cycle.
It's a sales price. What's the cost?
No, it's cost price. And for us, it's less than 1 euro. But for the client, to wash the clothes, it will cost 7.5 euros and dry at 2.5.
Less than 1 euro Is it including the initial investment?
No, it's direct. How much money costs to wash one cycle? No, it's without the first investments.
Quick question, 2 quick questions from the online audience. All this is saying, hi, fellow marathon runners. Have you tested the consumer attitudes towards washing their clothes in recycled water? And the second question, have you tested if water is filtered really well?
We are in testing process. We are working on this. Also, as mentioned, there is first 200K is also for the testing because it's in process. And the first question is interesting. Yeah, I don't see any obstacles because we are using plastic. We are using renewable plastic. We are using. We are driving used cars, so I don't see the problem here.
Thank you. We're out of time for the pitch.
Thank you so much.
And the last one today.
And last but not least, we have Thomas, who is representing FleetGuru, who have developed a SaaS platform for basically car fleet management.
Yes. Nice introduction. Thank you. So, how this thing works. Try once again. Does it click?
Before start. The final presentation, as usual, we cannot understand how it worked before. It worked. Very good. Please keep standing closer to this corner because the microphone.
Right. So, good evening. I'm Thomas. I'm from FleetGuru. And before I start, what is a fleet? 100 years ago, if somebody said fleet, everybody understood that we are talking about ships. Today, in the business life, if we are talking about fleet, we are talking about cars, vehicles, trucks, buses, trailers, whatever vehicles different businesses and companies are using. So, what is fleet management? Fleet management is a business process where you have to take care of those company vehicles. And most of people have heard that fleets are managed with the help of GPS trackers, which partially is true, but that's not the only truth there. Those GPS trackers have been on markets more than 20 years already, and you definitely know at least a couple of companies who are watching the moving dot on the map. But besides the dot on the map, there are lots of different things you have to follow, you have to track, you have to measure, you have to understand and report. And for that part, there are not too many tools available. The most common tool for those business processes is still Excel. There are also surveys out there which state that roughly 90% of the fleets are managed with the help of Excel sheets. Right. They arrived a couple of minutes too early. So, but about Excels. Excel means lots of manual work. There will be lots of errors, and there will be no reminders at all if you're using Excel. But lucky for us, and lucky for all those customers who are daily managing their fleets, the industry is actually changing. For example, all the new cars, the vehicles which are coming out from the factories, they have their internal telematics devices, so it means they are already connected. I'm quite sure you drive your private cars which have also apps, and you can manage your own small one vehicle fleet with the help of the app. But what we have done, we have connected our solution directly to car manufacturers' info systems. So it means we are reading the data directly from the vehicles, and we don't need those third-party GPS devices anymore, for example. And we have created all-in-one platform for those people who are responsible for company vehicles. Often they are called fleet managers, sometimes they are head of transportation department, or they do have different titles. But fleet management is not a concern only for fleet manager, but also CEO, CFO, financial department, HR department, because there are lots of drivers involved, etc. So our platform covers all that. And what our platform does, we give a real-time overview of all the data that's going on with your fleet. I will not present them all, what you can see here on the screen, but I would like to focus maybe on one thing which is becoming more and more important. This is, for example, the CO2 tracking. So you have heard about it hundreds of times. The companies already are kind of tracking their CO2 footprint, etc. But if we ask from companies how they are doing it, then they tell us that they are using Excel for that. But as we do have direct data from the car, we know the exact mileage of the car. We do have integrations with the fuel companies, for example. We know how many liters of fuel were consumed and all the data on top of that. So if your company is big enough, more than 250 employees, so you have to start reporting due to the new European Union directive. You have to start reporting next year about your environmental activities and also your CO2 footprint. So what we have done so far, what we have achieved so far. First, we have our hoodies, so we have achieved something, but we also do have some customers. We do have some MRR. So we kicked off 2.5 years ago, roughly. And at the moment, our MRR is around 17,000 euros. And yes, I can share the details later if you're interested. And who we have helped so far. We started our activities in Estonia. We do have customers in Latvia, in Lithuania, in Finland, and even 2 customers in Africa, which is really nice to have. You might recognize a couple of logos from here. How we have helped them? Just a couple of brief examples. One trucking company from Lithuania reduced their fuel costs with the help of using our system, roughly 10%. There is an Estonian company with 90 vehicles where the manual work, which was spent on entering all the data, finding all the data from different sources, putting it into one Excel, took a lot of time. So they reduced the time roughly 90%. And of course, we are helping to avoid all the mistakes and compliance breaches. So what our customers tell about us. Forus Security is the biggest security company in Estonia. They have been with us 1.5 years. So, but what we are actually talking about, I said that we do have customers here and there, but there are roughly 60 million fleet vehicles in Europe only, and we are talking about business fleets and governmental fleets. And as I previously said, roughly 90% out of them are today managed with Excel sheets. So yes, the momentum is there, the market opportunity is there, and there are not too many players in that sector at the moment. We actually even can't say it's our biggest competitor, but it's a company whose approach to fleet management is similar to ours. Is a company called AgroRobot, and today they are managing roughly 130,000 units. I mean cars, trailers, trucks. In our system at the moment there are a little bit more than 5,000 units. So we don't see this company as a competitor, but the benchmark what we are going to beat. So, and yes, our founding team, We do know what we are talking about. We do have industry experience from automotive sector and developing different ecosystems. So we are raising our second round at the moment. We had our first equity round 2021, and we are in the middle of our second round. So let's talk. Thank you. Please.
With 15,000 what's your investor valuation?
Actually, I would say that it's kind of related to the amount of the vehicles we have in our system at the moment. And I would say it's a little bit over 2 million at the moment.
How do you calculate that?
It's easy. The same company, Avrios, I introduced you. The Avrios with 130,000 units was sold in the beginning of this year with a price of 65 million euros. So it's roughly 500 euros for 1 unit.
What's your business model?
Business model. So today we are using direct sales. We have people who are approaching those companies, and it's good for a start, but it's not good enough. So if you did notice that one of the kind of one of the ways how we are going to spend the investment money is to build a solution for self-sign-up to get more customers faster in. But today it's direct B2B sales. So we are using salespersons, one who is covering Latvia, Lithuania, one who is covering Finland at the moment, one who is covering Estonia. But yes, we want to grow our sales team and to speed up our sales.
And it's a one-time purchase or subscription?
Subscription. So, and you have to pay for active unit in the system. So if you have 100 cars and we have agreed 5 euros per car, so you are paying us 500 euros per month.
What is your post-money valuation? I mean, you're raising right now 1 million. You said your current valuation is 2 million. You raised already what?
500.
Nearly half million. Yeah, so.
Yes. Okay. So maybe this answer was not the best one what I gave previously, because I was concentrating maybe too much on the sales price of the company.
Okay.
I would say that if you are talking about current investment round terms, then this is in convertible note format, and the cap is 5 mil and floor is 3 mil. Yeah, those are the conditions.
And you said you're going to invest into expanding your sales team. Do you have any sales targets you want to share with us?
Yes, definitely. The nearest target we have at the moment is to reach 20k MRR by the end of the month. The end of the year. So in January we should have it 20k, and we should triple our MRR during the next 12 months. This is our target.
60k by the end of 24.
Yes. And from there, it's already easier to speed it up.
And when will be your break-even?
This is a tricky question always, because we are not sure that we are kind of wishing to reach the break-even, because yes, it's easily done. A couple of more customers and we are on break-even. But the break-even kind of doesn't help us to grow. We want to invest more in development because we see that there are functionalities, there are different revenue streams what we can activate when we have done some more development. For example, today we are servicing the data for the customers that they are managing the fleet. But if you think a little bit further, then if we have the data of 10,000 cars, 3 maybe 50,000 cars in our system, then we can start monitoring this data. If you have a company with 100 cars, and there is a time to change winter tires, you have to buy 400 tires. If we have 10 customers with 100 cars, it means they have to buy 4,000 tires. We know the exact measurements of the tires. We know how many kilometers the old tires have been driven. And we know when it's time to change the tires. We approach the big tire manufacturer with exact data. Please give us the price for those tires. We will be intermediating this offer to our customers. They get the discount what we are getting for lots of tires. So kind of creating a marketplace into our system. This is additional revenue stream. And we are not talking about tires. We are talking about fuel. We are talking about insurance, mobile parking services, car washing services. So there are lots of things which are related to fleet management. And with the help of the data we have, we can earn additional money on that.
So you are planning for the next round after this one?
Of course. We don't have exact plans for the next round, but definitely when we close this one, the next round hopefully will be already at the second half of next year.
I hate to interrupt, but we're out of time. So, but you are all very much welcome to join us 200 meters down the street to Rione to continue these conversations with startup founders and your other members. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Thank you very much for coming, and we hope to see you soon after 5 minutes still.
May I ask who from the audience can guide others to the Rione Cafe?
Okay.
Because we, with Emils, have to conclude something here at 5 or 10 minutes. Okay?
It's on other side of the street, but it's literally